Last night, Alfredo Aceves worked for the fourth straight game in a row and wrapped up the win for the Red Sox. They're 2 games over 500 for the first time in 2012 and look to sweep the Tigers tonight. Welcome to Fenway Park on a beautiful night as the Red Sox wrap up their 4-game series with the Detroit Tigers and the homestand. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox baseball. Well, the Red Sox have certainly turned things around, and along the way, not only the offense and defense, but the pitching has been very good. And certainly Josh Beckett, who gets the start tonight, has been pitching very well for the Red Sox lately. We take a look at his last outing as he went up against the Tampa Bay Rays and continued that success. Over his last 7 against them, he's allowed 1.08 earned run average and 4 wins. He went 7 innings on Saturday, allowing just 4 hits. He allowed just 1 over the first 6 innings, retiring the side in order 5 times, struck out 5 batters, and picked up his 4th win of the season. Beckett has been good, especially the last 3 starts. The start against Tampa continued. Over his last 3 starts, his ERA is just 1.25. This on the heels of his outing against the Indians, where he lasted just 2 1/3 innings. During the stretch, opponents are hitting just 195 against him, and more importantly, he has not allowed a home run. We welcome in Jerry Remy. And Jerry, the offense in this recent stint for the Red Sox has been good, but so is the defense.
The defense has been a constant all year long for the Boston Red Sox, and when you think about it right now, they are second in the league in defense behind the Seattle Mariners only, and they've got contributions from just about everybody in the lineup. Guys like Daniel Nava, Ryan Sweeney making a tremendous play here going toward the line. We see Gold Glove Adrian Gonzalez at first base making a terrific pick. I mentioned Nava, the throw-in at second base, the tag by Punto. And, of course, you got Marlon Byrd making a great diving play in this series against the Tigers. So, you know, it's been good this way all season long. And what's amazing about it is the fact that they have so many injuries. Guys have been hurt, but they're still playing good, solid defense, and that helps out the pitching staff.
Well, tonight in the lineup, Adrian Gonzalez is back at first base on what is a beautiful night tonight in Boston. We're back with more right after this. Between the Red Sox and the Tigers. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo. Well, last night the Tigers lost, but it was a great night offensively for Miguel Cabrera. 4 hits and 3 doubles. He's one of the game's best hitters. He started with the Florida Marlins and then moved to the Detroit Tigers. It's amazing how consistent he has been over the course of his career and in both places. Cabrera came to the Tigers in December of 2007 as part of an 8-player trade that also saw the Tigers acquire Dontrell Willis. Willis struggled after the trade. Cabrera has done just the opposite. Now in his 5th season with the Tigers, the same amount of years he played in Florida, his numbers are very similar. He's already passed his Marlin totals in homers, and sometime this season should pass his total in doubles and RBIs. All this while hitting over 320, and with Detroit an on-base percentage of .400. Well, tonight the Red Sox will try to make it a clean sweep of the Tigers. They're going to deal with Max Scherzer, who's had his troubles against the Red Sox in the past. This is his third year with the Tigers. Lifetime against Boston, he's 0-2 with an 11.81 earned run average. We're back with the first pitch from Fenway right after this. AT&T, New England's website for deals by Toyota.com. Dunkin' Donuts, your New England Subaru dealers, and by Southwest Airlines. And welcome to Fenway Park on a beautiful night here in Boston. The Red Sox wrapping up their homestand, and this entire homestand, with the exception of the 38-minute rain delay we had the other night, has been outstanding. Weather every night here at Fenway Park as the Tigers make their way to the pen. Red Sox have made their way onto the field, so let's check out the visiting Detroit Tigers starting nine. Lineup brought to you by Jordan's Furniture, as it is Quentin Berry leading it off in center field. Brennan Bosch in right field bats second. Miguel Cabrera at third base. Prince Fielder is at first base with Delman Young, the DH. Alex Avila does the catching, bats sixth, with Johnny Peralta at shortstop seventh. Don Kelly in left field bats eighth, and Danny Worth is at second base. He bats ninth. On the mound tonight for the Red Sox is Josh Beckett, his 10th start of the year. Comes in at 4-4 with a 4.15 earned run average. In 56 and a third innings, he's given up 52 hits, 45 Ks, and opponents hitting at 241 against Josh Beckett. And as we mentioned off the top, a no decision for him against Tampa Bay last time out, but certainly pitched well enough to get the win. 7 innings, 2 runs as he struck out 5. He has won 2 of his last 3 starts.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. They are second in the American League, 21 errors in 50 games. Kevin Youkilis at third base, Mike Aviles the shortstop, Nick Punto at second, and Adrian Gonzalez the first baseman, left to right, Daniel Navas, Scott Pacenik, and Ryan Sweeney, and Jared Saltalamacchia doing the catching for Josh Beckett.
The umpiring crew tonight, Tim Sheeta, the crew chief, has a plate calling the balls and strikes with Jeff Nelson at first base, Bill Welke at second base, and Chris Cuccione is the umpire at third. We're available. This telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas noches, amigos.
Well, 74 degrees as we get it started tonight from Fenway. Breeze in from center field at 8 miles per hour, and partly cloudy the forecast for the rest of the night. But as we start this contest tonight, nothing but blue skies above Fenway Park and sun shining brightly on the bleachers out in center field. Not too much of a breeze. Lights are on already as Josh Beckett gets ready to toe the rubber here as Quentin Berry makes his way to the plate for the Tigers. It's been a great series so far for the Red Sox, winning the first 3 games of the series. Boston winning their last 3 straight coming into tonight's action. And just 2.5 back of the Orioles and Rays. There's a ground ball on the first pitch of the game to Aviles at short. 1 pitch, 1 out. And 1 down here in the first inning, and that'll bring up Brennan Bosch. Bosch, who has started 3 of the 4 games in right field. It's a .243 with 5 homers and 18 runs batted in. Bosch 1 for 4 in last night's game. As he takes strike 1. Well, Jerry Beckett has been outstanding in his last 3 outings, along the lines of what you expect from Josh Beckett.
Absolutely, Don, and he's had control of all his pitches, his fastball, his cutter, his curveball, and his changeup. His curveball was exceptionally good in his last outing.
Josh in his career against the Tigers, a .500 record, 3-3 with a 3.65 ERA. So far this year, 0-1. As it's slap foul, and it is 1-2. His outing against the Tigers, of course, his first outing of the year. He gave up 2 home runs apiece to Miguel Cabrera and Prince Fielder. So 4 home runs total in that outing. He gave up 7 runs in 4 2/3, and there is Miguel Cabrera. Breaking ball misses away, 2-2. Tenth start of the year for Beckett. He's got 1 out here in the first inning. 2-2 pitch from Beckett. Is the curveball, and it's grounded towards short. Aviles will take it to the backhand, and the throw is just in time. Bang bang play at first. Looked like Bosch had actually beaten it out at first look, but no argument there from the Tigers on a close play.
Watch Aviles go to his left and then back to his right. He sees the sign, which is a breaking ball, and then he tries to cheat to his left, thinking the ball's going to be pulled. And then all of a sudden he had to go quickly back to his right, and it made it a very close play at first base. So you see how infielders sometimes trying to cheat a little bit depending on what the pitch is. He saw a breaking ball. He expected Bosch to pull it, but he had to go back to his right to make the play.
2 down for Miguel Cabrera. .315. 9 homers, 41 runs batted in for Cabrera. And the 4 hit last night. 3 doubles in the game. In the air, struck well to right. Back goes Sweeney onto the track to make the catch. Looking into the sun out there in right field. Hit well, but he's out number 3. Scoreless. Red Sox coming up. the bottom of the first inning. As on the mound is Max Scherzer tonight for the Tigers in this scoreless contest, as Scherzer comes into his 11th start of the year, 4-3 with a 5.67 earned run average. 54 innings. He's got 72 strikeouts. Opponent sitting at 296 against Scherzer. As we mentioned off the top, some tough numbers against the Red Sox. Did win last time out against the Twins, 5 1/3, 3 runs, 9 Ks, no walks. Scott Podsednik leads it off here for the Red Sox. And Jerry, now Podsednik is your sort of atypical leadoff guy and has done it at the major league level quite a bit.
He has. He was mostly a leadoff hitter, a few years back when he had more playing time. A guy that can bunt a little bit, a guy that can run. Takes quite a few pitches, and Podsednik in that leadoff spot tonight. 3 for 7 also against Scherzer.
That's in there for a strike, and it is a ball and 2 strikes to Podsednik.
You talk about Scherzer piling up the strikeouts. He had 15 2 starts ago against the Pittsburgh Pirates.
He was acquired by the Tigers from the Arizona Diamondbacks in a 4-player deal. There's strike 3 and more strikeouts for Scherzer. 1 down.
Just going down in the strike zone with the fastball. Fastball at about 94 miles an hour. Podsednik down right there with it, but the strike 3 called.
1 down here in the first inning. Daniel Nava bats out of the 2 spot at 279, 2 homers, 15 runs batted in. Another start in left field for Nava. Nava has now started in left field each of the last 21 Red Sox games since being called up on May 10th. He has reached safely in 18 of those 20 games. He had been leading off each of the last 3 games until tonight when Podsednik slides into that top spot. Scherzer making his 5th start of his career against the Red Sox tonight. He's allowed 6 or more runs in 3 of his previous 4 outings against Boston. Line into right field, a base hit for Daniel Nava.
Well, Scherzer that time going to the changeup. And a nice job staying back there by Daniel Nava. That changeup down and out of the strike zone. But Nava gulfs it into right field for the line drive base hit. So Scherzer's been down in the zone. A strikeout and a fastball to Podsednik. A changeup down and out of the zone, but a base hit by Nava.
1 out, 1 on for Adrian Gonzalez. 273, 4 homers, 27 runs batted in, 424 slugging percentage for Adrian. Back at his more familiar spot at first base tonight. Adrian takes ball 1. Well, some juggling will continue here for the Red Sox. They get ready for a series on turf coming up in Toronto. Let's see the 10-gamer for Adrian Gonzalez. As Bobby Valentine continues to shift the triangle a tad between Gonzalez, Youkilis, and Middlebrooks, and trying to get the 3 bats in the order at the same time. And tonight it is Middlebrooks who's the odd man out. Gonzalez fouls it off, gives us a chance to check out the Red Sox starting lineup. It's brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. Scott Podsednik led it off in center field. Daniel Nava is in left. Adrian Gonzalez at first base with David Ortiz at DH. Devin Youkilis at third base with Jared Saltalamacchia doing the catching. Ryan Sweeney's in right field. Mike Aviles at short, and Nick Punto at second base rounds out the starting 9. Here's a 1-1 to Adrian Gonzalez. Too far inside, 2-1. Not a pronounced shift here for Jim Leland against Adrian Gonzalez. A pop-up sending Peralta, the shortstop, out. 2 down in the first inning. Advance for Nava.
Well, let's take a look at the Tiger defense. They're 11th in the league with 34 errors on the season. Miguel Cabrera at third base. Johnny Peralta, the shortstop. Danny Worth at second, and Prince Fielder, the first baseman. Don Kelly in left. Quentin Berry in center. And Brennan Bosch in right field. Alex Avila doing the catching for Scherzer.
Our key matchup brought to you by New England Honda dealers. David Ortiz 6 for 8 with a double and 2 home runs in his career against Max Scherzer. David takes pitch outside, ball 1.
This time Jimmy Leland does go into the shift with Ortiz at the plate. Moving Peralta to the second base side of that bag, and out in short right field, Worth.
Staying away, 2-0, 97, and down and away.
Yeah, those first 2 pitches, first 2 fastballs, not even close.
Well, in this series, David, 7 for 12, and that temperature gauge up to 96 degrees.
And that's with some humidity.
Nava with a lead at first base, 2-0. That's outside as Scherzer definitely staying away, 3-0.
This almost looks like an intentional walk to David Ortiz, the first 3 pitches.
I'm sure he is well aware that David has had that kind of success against him. Again, 6 for 8 in his career. And again away. So down to first base on 4 pitches goes David Ortiz. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Boston Red Sox. May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent of the Boston Red Sox. Well, with the walk for Ortiz, he's now been on base 8 of 10 times against Scherzer. As he is at first base, 2 on, 2 down for Kevin Youkilis. Youkilis homering here last night in a 2 for 4 night. Able to grab a home run as part of the victory for the Red Sox, his 4th round tripper of the year. He has hit at .321 in 8 games since coming off the DL. With a .536 slugging percentage. Lays off and takes ball 1. This was on the 15-day DL, the lower back strain. Appeared in 4 rehab games with the Pawtucket Red Sox before coming back here to Boston. Scherzer a little bit wild here in this first inning at times.
Well, he was intentionally wild to David Ortiz. There's no question he was working around him. He wanted no part of Ortiz, and now this pitch gets away from the fastball, and pretty nice play there by Avila, the catcher, to corral that.
18 pitches, 9 balls, 9 strikes so far. 2-1. Breaking ball that misses too far inside, apparently 3-1. Youkilis sitting at .225 against right-handed pitching. Two on, 2 down. And a 3-1 to Kevin Youkilis. Strike 2, full count. On deck, Jared Saltalamacchia back in the Red Sox lineup. Saw Kelly Shopik in last night's game. Runners will be off. Here's a 3-2 to Youkilis. Strike 3 call over the outside corner. Youkilis doesn't like it. Red Sox strand a pair. Scoreless through 1. At Fenway Park. Well, exciting news tonight. Red Sox and Cody Ross announced that June is Calling All Kids Month at Fenway Park. Month-long activities presented by Hood include ticket giveaways, kids take the field with the players, continuation of the children's essay contest, young reporters, and Chenny Dell will be catching up with one of the kid reporters for the Red Sox who has special connection to one of the Red Sox. We'll hear more about that in a little bit. The club will also extend reporting opportunities for Kid Nation members June 10th in a pregame press conference with Red Sox players as Brookins is involved here with Jeff Nelson. I'm guessing he went back and looked at the video from the play at first base where Bosch thought he was safe. And Brookins is going to let him hear about it now after he checked it out in between innings. And maybe he has been ejected.
Seems that way, Don. He's heading toward the Tiger dugout.
That play at first base really did look like Bosch was safe. I don't know at first look. I'm not sure about the replay or not. The play where Aviles set it in the wrong direction. And, obviously he has the chance to go back into the clubhouse and see the video, get another look whether Bosch beat this out or not. And it looks like he did. Yeah, it looks like he did on the replay. As you can see, the foot hitting the front of the bag. And umpires don't like that when you go back to look at replays between innings and come out and continue an argument. Well, Belliard will take over at first base. Don the helmet down there. Wasn't expecting this, but there he is. He's ready now. Maybe he was expecting it. Maybe they were. Maybe Jimmy Leland told him to do it. Prince fielder Delman Young, Alex Avila. To bat here in the second inning. Fielder at .318, 8 homers, 31 runs batted in. Breaking ball grounded foul. Prince fielder against Beckett, 3 for 6 in his career. All 3 hits have been home runs, and you can see right now he's on a 7-game hitting streak. Hitting .519 in those 7 games. In the air down the right field line, foul. Well, Kevin Youkilis last inning striking out with 2 men on. We'll see where the pitch ended up.
Looked like a pretty nasty pitch to me, and it did pick up the outside corner. Youkilis didn't like it, but that was pretty nasty from Scherzer.
Scherzer with 2 strikeouts in the first inning. Got Podsednik and then Youkilis to end the inning. 1-2 is in the air to shallow center. Podsednik makes his way in and puts it away for the first out of the second inning. So Beckett has taken care of Cabrera and Fielder, who were a big problem in his first outing in Detroit. Not so much so far tonight. Here is Delman Young. The DH hitting at .245, 3 homers and 17 runs batted in. That's strike 1 from Beckett. Swing and a miss, and it is quickly 0-2. So it looks like we are the only show in town in the American League today.
I was looking out at the scoreboard, and boy, you don't see that very often, do you? Nothing going on in the American League today.
Nothing.
And just 2 games in the National League. Milwaukee at the Dodgers and Houston at Colorado, both later on tonight. So we're it. I mean, this is it. This is the big show.
We are the show. 1-2 is outside. It's 2-2. 4 in a row retired by Beckett to start the night, as Delman Young has been DHing and does again tonight. He's got Alex Avila in behind him and waiting on deck for the Tigers. Young will tap it foul. Still 2-2.
Young's another guy that's had good success against Beckett in his career. .353 against Josh.
There are the numbers. 6 for 17 for Young against Beckett. 3 of those 6 are doubles. Line and just over the outstretched glove of Gonzalez into right field, a base hit. Delman Young, first base runner of the night for the Tigers, as Gonzalez tried to time the leak, but just above his glove, and Young is aboard.
And a nice approach there by Delman Young. He's got 2 strikes on him, gets a fastball away, does not try to pull it, puts it on a line up over the glove of Adrian Gonzalez. And that average continues to climb against Beckett. So the 1-out single by Delman Young.
Alex Avila digging in, hitting at .248. Average is down for Avila. 5 homers, 20 runs batted in for the All-Star catcher. In the last 20 games, hitting at .215 with 19 strikeouts mixed in. He's an All-Star for the first time last year as he takes ball 1. Selected the starter behind the plate last year for the 2011 All-Star game. Starting to turn the corner on what has been a struggle. 6-game hitting streak coming into tonight's action. Throw to first, and back is Delman Young. Well, coming up tonight, we have Calling All Kids Month, which we just told a little bit about. We'll learn more about that as the night goes on. Fenway at the Movies. And after its cancellation briefly, Ask Jerry is back again. .10 is in there for strike, and it's 1-1.
The changeup from Beckett. He got Prince Fielder to fly out on a changeup and evens the count here on a changeup to Avila. Changeup at 87 miles an hour.
Outfield deep and straight away here on Avila. So 1-1 is a swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
And that one was even better than the previous one. It was lower. Keeps it down around knee high and actually dips around the shins.
Line down the left field line. It's a fair ball. Bounces down towards the corner. Nava will go get it as Young heads for third base. He'll be stopped there by Gene Lamont. It's a double down the line for Alex Avila. And it is second and third now for the Tigers. This has happened quickly here in the second inning.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of guys go opposite field in this inning. That's not a good curveball from Beckett. A hanging breaking ball that Avila is able to take down that left field line. It gets by the stands and rolls to the wall, off the cement part of the wall, back to Nava, and second and third with one out. So we saw Delman Young go to the opposite field. Now we see Avila go to the opposite field.
Now a 7-game hitting streak for Avila. At second base, Young at third, one down here in the second inning, and Johnny Peralta standing in. Outside, ball one. 244 hitter to start the night is Peralta, the Tigers shortstop, former Cleveland Indian. 4 home runs and 15 runs batted in. In the air down the right field line. Sweeney on the run will move over to the warning track and makes the catch. Tagging at third is Delman Young. Throw to the plate is going to be in time. They got him. Ryan Sweeney guns down Delman Young, and it ends the top of the second inning. We're scoreless from Fenway. As works out to be a double play to end last inning. Ryan Sweeney with a good catch and then the good throw in right field to end that top of the second inning. It's into the bottom of the second we go, and there is strike one to Saltalamacchia.
Well, a beautiful play by Sweeney. He has to cover an awful lot of ground, and by the time he catches this ball, he's not very deep and makes a good, accurate one-hop throw to Saltalamacchia to get the out. Doing more on defense is brought to you by Home Depot. More saving, more doing. That's the power of Home Depot.
Sweeney will bat second here in the second inning. Then we'll see Aviles as Saltalamacchia swings it a 1-1 and drives it out towards deep right center field. It is back and it is gone. Saltalamacchia with his 10th home run of the year puts the Red Sox on top 1-0.
I'll tell you right now, you can't throw a fastball by Saltalamacchia down and in. He is absolutely mashing those fastballs. Home run number 10, as Don mentioned, RBI number 23 for Saltalamacchia.
6 home runs in the month in 75 at-bats for Saltalamacchia. His home run here in the second has put the Red Sox on top 1-0. Hess and Hess Express, proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on Nesson during the 2012 season. Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. Here's an 0-2 to Sweeney, and this is back up the middle into center field, a base hit. Third hit of the night for the Red Sox off Max Scherzer.
The second hit on a changeup. Nava had a base hit on a changeup. Now Sweeney has a base hit on a changeup. Another look at the defensive play by Sweeney. You know, he has to go an awful long way to make that catch, then get himself squared up so he can make a good throw. And he does make an excellent throw, and you can see how much Beckett appreciates that. Now the base hit. Changeup going down and away. Nice piece of hitting. Takes it back up the middle for the base hit.
His 27th outfield assist. And that has been something that has really been impressive since he's been a member of the Red Sox. And coming over from the Oakland A's has been his defensive play. Also very good offensively, but boy, his defense has been special.
Picks up his second assist of the season. Nice when a plan comes together. We talked about defense in the open.
There's some.
We get a great defensive play by Sweeney.
At this point, Jerry, I'd say we're kind of dictating the games. This is out to shallow center, and Barry a little leap at the end to make the catch. And Aviles is retired for the first out of the inning. Well, don't miss out on the 100th anniversary season at Fenway Park, as the month of June is packed with great games. Next Tuesday through Thursday, the Sox face the Baltimore Orioles, followed by a battle with the Miami Marlins on the 19th through the 21st. Get your tickets now for these great June matchups at redsox.com/tickets. 1 out, 1 on, and Nick Punto batting out of the number 9 spot, second baseman. As we mentioned, on tap for tonight is Ask Jerry. And Twitter users, if you follow Nesson and include hashtag Ask Jerry in your tweets, Jerry and I may answer one of your questions tonight on the air during the game. Red Sox baseball on Nesson. Be a part of it. Swing and a miss, and it is 1-1. Jerry not only answers baseball questions, but life questions as well.
Yes, just very much. And it's almost like a talk show, a call-in talk show. Yeah. You know, I'm willing to give advice. Anything you'd like to ask.
Tigers infield a double play depth with 1 out and 1 on. Time call. Punto backs out. He started at second base each of the last 3 nights now in the absence of Dustin Pedroia, who's not been placed on the DL. Some improvement from a swelling standpoint for Dustin Pedroia today. This is flip foul down the left field line, out of play. The injury to Dustin Pedroia taking place on May 2nd on this swing. This is where it all started for Dustin, and the pain began. He had struggled at the plate for some time after that, and you kind of wondered, because it's not a stretch you ever see Pedroia really go through, with the exception of the first month and a half that he had in the major leagues. And The answer really was the thumb situation, trying to play his way through and then just couldn't the other day.
Yeah, then I think in that game the other day he got jammed again, and that re-aggravated the injury. Then he had to make that diving play at second base, and you see the brace that Dustin has on the thumb right now.
One-two pitch to Punto. He is outside, 2-2. Scherzer up to 34 pitches through an inning and a third. Red Sox getting to him for a run so far here in the second. A home run by Saltalamacchia, the top of the Sox order, and Scott Podsednik waiting on deck. Tie ball 3. Beckett's battery mate has given him a 1-0 lead. Soft toss to first, and easily back is Sweeney.
Wouldn't be at all surprised to see Sweeney off on this 3-2 count with the 1 out in the inning.
Swing and a miss as Punto strikes out. Third K for Scherzer. 2 down.
Scherzer keeping the fastball away from Punto. Punto was out early this afternoon taking extra batting practice. His timing has not been there because he has not had much playing time. But that time Scherzer just blowing the fastball by him away.
Well, after the Sox-Jays game finishes up on Saturday afternoon, stay with us to see the Stars of tomorrow play as the Paw Sox visit Lehigh Valley. Right ender Doug Mathis will be on the hill for Pawtucket as he hopes to duplicate his effort against the Iron Pigs back in April. Giving up just 3 hits in 5 innings. Don't miss first pitch live at 6:30 on Saturday. And Darnell will be there on a rehab assignment with the Paw Sox on Saturday as well. So you can check in on Darnell McDonald's progress as he begins a rehab with Pawtucket. 1-0 pitch is fouled off. 1-1. And the Red Sox have won 14 of their last 19 games. And playing at a 737 clip since May the 11th. They are tied with the White Sox, who are also 14-5, for the best winning percentage in the majors since the date of May 11th. Red Sox 2.5 games back of the top 2 teams in the American League East, Baltimore and Tampa Bay, in a virtual tie, both at 29 and 22.
Well, a win tonight, if the Red Sox could win this one, it would put them in a tie with Toronto. And, of course, we go to Toronto for a 3-game series this weekend.
In the air to center field. Berry was playing shallow, going straight back. Going to be over his head and one off the wall. Sweeney from first base will try and score. He will, and the Red Sox take a 2-0 lead. And Sedley puts a charger to that one to straightaway center field.
Now Podsednik driving the changeup. The changeup stays up in the zone. It's you got him on a fastball in the first inning. This time it's a changeup, and it's up over the head of Quentin Berry in center field. He was playing a little bit shallow with Podsednik at the plate, and the Red Sox pick up their second run.
Podsednik, a .362 hitter at Fenway Park. And now in a Red Sox uniform doing some damage. Red Sox take a 2-0 lead. Here's Daniel Nava. Second time through now for Max Scherzer. And a pitch down and in. Nava is single in the first inning. Sednik at second base, 2 down in the inning. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1.
Got great life on that fastball from Scherzer, 95, but it seems like it's even harder than that.
Runner goes. Podsednik taken off for third as the pitch is a strike, and Podsednik in standing at third base. They pay no attention.
Always a good choice at Fenway Park. If they're going to give it to you, take it, because there's no guarantee you score on a base hit to left field here at Fenway.
Podsednik 13th on the active list in stolen bases as he gains his lead off third. Nava fouls it back. 97, a little extra that time from Scherzer, and it gets a piece of his catcher.
Well, they got a couple of guys that really throw hard in this rotation. Scherzer, of course, Verlander. Foul ball rattling the mask of Avila.
Red Sox able to beat Verlander earlier in this series. Red Sox winning the first three of this four-game series. And on top tonight, 2-0, threatening for more here in the second inning. On the ground, foul. Red Sox had 2 on with 2 outs in the first, could not score. Euclid struck out looking, but home run for Saltalamacchi in this inning. RBI double for Scott Podsednik, and it's a 2-0 Red Sox lead. 2-2 pitch coming to Nava. That's on the outside corner for strike 3, and it ends the second inning. But the Red Sox get 2 runs in the inning. Take a 2-0 lead at the end of 2. $0.89. That's all it costs for any size frozen or fountain beverage at the Cumberland Farms Chill Zone. Hurry in today and mix up yours. Top of the third inning back at Fenway Park. 2-0 Red Sox on top. And Beckett, the lead to work with here in the third inning, is a 9-1 featured for the Tigers. Don Kelly leading it off. And here's a little looper that is going to get into center field, out of the reach of Nick Punto. Chasing it out to center field from second base, but Kelly aboard, the third Tigers hit of the night.
Kelly had been 0 for his last 15, and he gets jammed here by a cut fastball, but is able to push it out over the head of Nick Punto at second base and pick up the base hit. So when you're 0 for 15, you take anything you can get.
So lead runner on here for the first time tonight for the Tigers. Danny Worth, the batter, heading out of the number 9 spot at 208. Worth called up from AAA Toledo prior to the game on May 22nd. This is his third stint with the Tigers this season. This year he had been hitting at 306 in Toledo before Jim Leland came calling, and he returns to the big leagues once again. Runner goes, and a liner to left that is going to be a one-hopper to the wall as Kelly heads to third base. To second base goes Worth with a double, and all of a sudden the Tigers have runners at second and third, nobody out.
They got two guys at the bottom of the lineup, one hitting 164, the other Worth hitting 208, and they're both on base. That was a cutter from Josh Beckett that stayed up in the zone and off that wall on one hop in left field. So Beckett has got some trouble here. Second and third, nobody out.
And Beckett had some trouble in the second inning also, but his defense helped him out. On a fly out to right, Sweeney was able to gun down Delman Young at the plate to end last inning, but now a single and a double for the Tigers, and it's back up top to the top of their order for Quentin Berry. Berry bouncing out to shortstop in the first inning. And playing center field in the absence of Austin Jackson, who is on the DL with an ab strain. Kelly at third, Worth at second, nobody out. Lined into left center field, a base hit. Kelly will score the Tigers' first run of the night. It goes to second base, and the Tigers are on the board. It's an RBI single for Quentin Berry.
Now, Lola started with a bloop single by Kelly, and it's 3 hits in a row now. The recent one by Berry on a changeup from Josh Beckett. The Beckett changeup stays up in the zone, and Berry stays right on it to center field for the base hit.
So first and third, nobody out. A run in, and Brennan Bosch coming up.
Berry's got very good speed at first base. 3 steals since being called up, has not been thrown out.
Bosch was thrown out at first base, but appeared to be safe after his second look. But first base umpire Jeff Nelson said that he was out. Runner goes. The throw is not in time. Stolen base for Berry, takes off right away.
They've had 2 guys on the move this inning. Berry, the most recent, and with the head first slide, picks up the stolen base. Good throw by Saltalamacchia, but too much speed from Berry with that head first slide.
That's a strike, and it is 0-2 now to Bosch. Saltalamacchia out to talk to Beckett. Tonight, following our Red Sox coverage, showing Jamison Coyle for Nesson Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial. Al Skinner will be in studio to break down the Celtics' overtime loss last night to the Heat and look ahead to Game 3 as the series shifts to Boston tomorrow. Plus, the Globe's Shalise Manza Young reports from Patriots OTAs. All this and much more on Nesson Daily tonight after Red Sox coverage only on Nesson.
What are OTAs?
To be honest, I don't know.
Organized team activity.
Yes.
Oh.
Both got it at the same time.
Thank you, Truck, for the help.
Yes, that was good. Second and third, nobody out. We'll check in on the new Red Sox reporter with Jenny Dell coming up. We understand there's been well over 100 submissions for Ask Jerry tonight, so you may be answering questions for a long time.
I guess it depends on how the game goes, Don.
1-2 is a breaking ball that is hit in the air to left. Nava goes back to the track to make the catch as Worth is tagging and scoring the game-tying run. So the Tigers answer very quickly and tie the game up 2-2. Sac fly for Brennan Bosch.
It's interesting. Everything in this inning has come on everything but fastballs. It was a cut fastball to Kelly, a cut fastball to Worth, a changeup to Berry, and now a curveball to Bosch. And Bosch goes to the opposite field, certainly deep enough to get that run home and tie the ball game up.
Still only one out, and it brings up Miguel Cabrera. And the 4-hit performance in last night's game and hit the ball hard the first time tonight. The opposite way, he took it to the warning track and right, but Ryan Sweeney was back there to make the grab and in front of the Tigers bullpen. Quentin Berry with lots of speed at second base. Already stolen a base in this inning.
Lots of speed and lots of room. Punto doing the best he can to try to keep him close at second base, but he's got a very big lead.
Swing and a miss. And it's a ball and a strike now to Miguel Cabrera. Prince Fielder waiting on deck. One out here in the visiting half of the third inning. Cabrera third in the American League with 41 RBIs heading into tonight's action. Time called again. Beckett here backing off as Cabrera backs out. Miguel Cabrera with 9 home runs so far this season. He is 14 home runs shy of 300 during his major league career. Both the Marlins and Tigers. 1-1 is outside. Beckett working deliberately here with a runner at second base and 2 runs already in. Here's a 2-1. In the air to center field. Podsednik moves over and makes the catch, tagging at second base, and heading for third is Berry. He will get there standing without a problem or a throw. And there's 2 outs now in the third inning. Go ahead run 90 feet away now for the Tigers. Well, do you love where you work? Then tell all of Massachusetts. Nominate your company for the Boston Globe's top places to work.
Nesson.
Visit boston.com/top workplaces. Nominate for details. The deadline is May 25th, so Jerry, you better hurry up.
I already did. I just nominated Nesson.
2 down, runner at third base, and Prince Fielder, the batter, flied out to center field in the second inning. Swing and a miss. Fielder starting the night hitting at .318. Flied out to Podsednik in center field in the second inning. Go ahead run is at third base in Quentin Berry. 2 outs here in the third.
Nice play by Salt Lamakia on that changeup in the dirt from Beckett, especially with the man at third base. Expecting the changeup to be down in the zone, that certainly helps out the catcher when you're expecting the ball down low to make blocks or catches.
Breaking ball back up the middle into center field, a base hit, and from third comes Berry to give the Tigers a 3-2 lead. Well, the Red Sox had a 2-run lead coming into this inning, but Beckett and the Red Sox give it right back as the Tigers take a 3-2 lead, a big 2-on RBI for Fielder.
It's not that bad of a pitch either. It's a curveball away from Prince Fielder, but he gets it right under the glove of Josh Beckett. How many times do we mention the fact those balls back up the middle, when they stay down, they're much more difficult to field?
So Fielder at first base extends his hitting streak to 8 games. There's a ground ball off the bat of Young. Youkilis will go to second for the force out that concludes the inning, but damage done. Tigers score 3 times and take a 3-2 lead. Healthcare Products Company is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities. A beautiful night here tonight in Boston as the Red Sox come to bat in the bottom of the third inning, now trailing 3-2. Adrian Gonzalez with a swing and a miss. Max Scherzer with a new lease on life. He had given up 2 runs in the second inning, but his offense comes back with 3 against Beckett in the top half of this inning. Gonzalez waves with a high fastball, 0-2. 4 strikeouts through the first 2 innings tonight for Scherzer. Mention the problems for Scherzer against the Red Sox. 0-2 with 11.81 earned run average in 4 games. 21 earned runs in 16 innings pitched. 50th pitch is to left field. Kelly coming in, and he will make the running catch for the first out of the 3rd inning. Let's check in with Jenny Dell.
Don, Jared Saltalamacchia has hit .307 in the month of May, including his first career walk-off home run last weekend and a solo shot to center field tonight. His manager has seen a transformation in him.
In the last couple weeks, I've seen a player turn into an all-star. You know, an absolute player that you could count on, who's got it. He understands what's needed out of him, and he's delivering it.
Jerry, coming into tonight and over the last 14 games, Saltalamacchia has hit .364 with 3 doubles, 5 homers, and 12 RBI.
Well, what makes that all that more impressive, Jenny, is the fact that, you know, he's got to go out there and catch. And when you're catching in games, you're concentrating on the pitches all the time, working in pitching staff, and your offense is just kind of a bonus. And what a bonus it's been for Saltalamacchia.
One out of the inning, David Ortiz, who walked in the first inning, getting his second look at Scherzer. They often heard about Jason Varitek and his game-calling abilities. It seems like for Saltalamacchia, that's coming with comfort as well. The more he spends here in Boston, more time playing on a regular basis.
Yeah, and knowing the staff, you know, getting to know these guys. That's the first strike, the second strike that Scherzer has thrown to Big Papi tonight. Didn't come close back in the first inning. But the more you get to know your pitching staff, the more experience you get. He worked with Varitek last year, has a better knowledge this season of what to expect out of his pitches.
Outside, full count.
And they also of him. There's a trust factor, you know, with the pitchers and the catchers.
Youkilis on deck. Red Sox batting here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. (3-2) is rattled foul off to the left. We have our first Ask Jerry question of the night. He is indeed Jared Saltalamacchia, an AL All-Star, Jerry.
Well, right now he's certainly playing like one. I mean, you know, you heard Bobby Valentine say that in the last couple of weeks. He's turned in from a catcher to an All-Star catcher. And, you know, right now what he's doing offensively for the Red Sox and defensively, you would certainly have to put him in that category.
Leads all catchers in the majors in home runs. This one is grounded down the first baseline, and this time they retire Ortiz. Of course, you have leaders in this league, and Alex Avila, who did start the game last year for the Tigers, which adds to it. But Saltalamacchia is certainly a candidate. So on deck now, 2 down. Youkilis coming up.
That would certainly help if Red Sox fans would throw a vote his way.
Mike Napoli also in that conversation, the Texas Rangers. Youkilis struck out looking in the first inning, 0 for 1, 4 Ks on the night for Scherzer. All-Star game, of course, this year in Kansas City. Youkilis starting on the fastball and is quickly down 0-2.
It'll be a nice venue for an All-Star game. Kansas City, beautiful ballpark.
Done a great job in the renovation a couple of years ago.
Yes, they did. I was kind of hoping on the 100th year of Fenway Park it would be here at Fenway Park.
Jerry mentioned if you'd like to vote for Jared Saltalamacchia, here is how. RedSox.com. The 2012 All-Star Game. You can vote up to 25 times. 1-2 is going to miss, and it evens at 2-2. Scherzer is yet to record a 1-2-3 inning. He's got 2 outs here so far in the 3rd inning. Trying to have a shutdown inning after his team took the lead in the top half of the inning. Full count. Fourth 3-ball count of the night for Scherzer. Line down the left field line. It is a fair ball headed towards the corner. Over to play it is Kelly Youkilis scampering for second. Throw goes there, but it's late. Standing at second base with a 2-out double is Kevin Youkilis.
Youkilis turns around a fastball that registers at 95 miles an hour. Right down that third base corner. And watch Youkilis running around the bases. Looks a lot more comfortable right now than he has in a long time.
So in scoring position with 2 down for Jared Saltalamacchia, who homered in his last at bat in the 2nd inning, his 10th home run of the year. This is what started the scoring off Max Scherzer. Draw in the bullpen, and look at that first row of bleacher seats out there in right center. It's a strike call. And Saltalamacchia down 0-1. In games that Saltalamacchia has hit a home run in, the Red Sox are 8-0. And a nice play by Avila.
Again, it was a changeup, and Avila's expecting that ball to be away. Instead, it goes down and in, and he has to really go across his body to keep that ball from going to the backstop.
Well, for the best deals on great seats, visit aceticket.com or call 1-800-MY-SEATS. Saltalamacchia down 1-2 with Ryan Sweeney on deck. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Two and two. Scherzer has won each of his last 3 decisions coming into tonight's action at Oakland, home against Pittsburgh, and at Minnesota. Comes in with a 4-3 record. Saltalamacchia to center field. It's in for a base hit. Youkilis being waved around. Berry's throw from center is going to be cut off, and the Red Sox tie the game. 2-out RBI for Jared Saltalamacchia, his 2nd run batted in. And this game is tied 3-3.
Well, a guy's going good when in his first at bat he gets an inside fastball that's down and hits it for a home run. In his next at bat he gets a changeup down and away and drops it into center field for the base hit. Youkilis chugging around third base, comes around to tie the score. So Saltalamacchia with 2 RBI on the night has 24 total on the season.
Two down, Saltalamacchia at first base. Ryan Sweeney, the batter. And he takes strike 1. Sweeney a single and a run scored in the 2nd inning. So Youkilis with a 2-out double scores on the single by Saltalamacchia. This one fouled off Avila. He's already had a couple hit his mask, and this one has him staggered.
Yeah, it does. It drops him right to his knees.
Appears to be some blood on the bridge of his nose.
And he was staggered right away. There's no question about that. Then the blood started and a little gash right at the top of his nose. And we'll take a look in real speed.
Well, he is coming out of this game.
Made it a few stitches to stitch that cut up. Plus, he still looks a little bit woozy, doesn't he?
Yes. We will step aside here as the Tigers get ready to bring in a new catcher. It is 3-3 now. Part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Tradition, history, and a commitment to everyone on our team. These are just a few of the things Eastern Bank is made of. Find out more at easternbank.com. Gerald Laird has taken over in behind the plate for Alex Sevilla. Ryan Sweeney swinging and fouling one off to the left. So Laird was in the game last night as a DH. Both catchers were in the game at the same time. Tonight, Laird starting the night on the bench, but really having to leave the game, and Laird back there now. 0-2 pitch to Sweeney is going to go to short and picked in the air by Peralta to end the inning. Red Sox get a run, tie the game 3-3 at the end of 3. innings or the Sox earn a save. CVS Pharmacy will make a donation to Boston Children's Hospital towards their $25,000 donation this season. Red Sox have tied the score at 3-3. It's the top of the fourth inning. And just into the game, Gerald Laird for Alex Avila. Laird leads it off here in the fourth inning. A .310 hitter so far this season. 2 homers, 4 runs batted in. 1-0 is to left field, and this will be off the bottom of the wall. Nava plays the carom. Laird will hang on with a single. There have been some pretty good cuts against Josh Beckett over the last couple of innings.
Yeah, a lot of base runners against Beckett over the last couple of innings, especially last when they got 3 runs. Laird gets a fastball down in the zone and rifles it as it hits the bottom of the left field wall. Nava gets it in quickly, holding Laird to the single.
Lead runner on here for the Tigers in the fourth inning, and it brings up Johnny Peralta. Flied out to right field in the second inning. Peralta last year an all-star for the first time in his career. Tap foul, 1-1. Tigers are starting the night 5.5 games back of the White Sox, who have won 8 straight games. In between Jim Leyland's Tigers and the White Sox Cleveland Indians, 27-23. The Tigers are 23-27, and of course losing the last 3 games. 1-1 broken bat, little soft grounder towards Punto at second. He throws to first for the out, but on to second goes Laird. Let's send it down to Jenny Dell.
Don, as you mentioned earlier, June is Calling All Kids Month, and the Red Sox already have a special correspondent who just so happens to be Darnell McDonald's daughter, Gianna. She already has her favorite player she's interviewed.
So far is Aviles.
Aviles, tell me why.
Because he was being funny suddenly, and I asked him some funny questions.
Can you share with us some of those questions that you asked him?
I asked him why he spit it on the ground.
And his response?
He cracked up.
Children who are unable to attend a game at Fenway Park in June can still participate in Calling All Kids Month by submitting an essay or piece of artwork to the Red Sox essay contest and art competition. Cody Ross and Darnell McDonald will be among the judges who will choose the winners, who will get to meet a Red Sox player and say play ball before a game at Fenway Park. Their artwork or essay will be on display at Fenway. For more information, visit redsox.com/callingallkids. Don?
All right, thanks very much, Jenny.
She was very cute, wasn't she?
She was outstanding. We have some of her questions also that we will have for you here. As this is a one-hopper to first base, Gonzalez looked towards third, but he will flip to first, and hurriedly over is Beckett to cover. That was pretty close as it turned out. But Beckett gets there for the out of Kelly. And here is a sample of Gianna McDonald's work.
Who's your favorite player on the Red?
Darnell McDonald.
Are you just saying that because he's my dad and I'm interviewing you right now? Do you ever try to be silly? Do you ever paint your nails? Daddy, aren't you sad? Didn't you want to have a boy? We are not interviewing him anymore.
She canceled the interview right in the middle. Had enough of whatever Salty had to say.
I like your follow-ups, too.
Yes.
And whatever Salty had to say, she had enough of him.
Yeah.
That's it.
No interest in finishing that conversation with Salty Lamakia. We'll see a lot of her during the month of June, calling all kids. Outstanding. Would you call her an investigative reporter, perhaps?
Well, I'll tell you what, excellent follow-ups.
Danny Worth is the batter, with Laird 90 feet away, 2 down here in the inning.
I like the question of Big Poppy, do you do your nails? Paint your nails.
That's a strike, and it is 1-2 to Worth. Got a double off Beckett in the third inning, getting his second look at Josh. He's trying to keep this game tied right now. Quentin Berry, the top of the order, waiting on deck. In the air, struck well to deep left center field. Podsednik going back. It'll take him to the track, but he makes the catch that ends the inning. So the Tigers leave Laird to third base. 3.5 done. Game tied. 3-3. And Ness and Domus. Dennis and Callahan. They'll get you ready for Game 3 of the Celtics Heat series with former Miami Heat and Boston College guard Malcolm Huckabee and Tom Thibodeau, head coach of the Chicago Bulls. It's all coming up tomorrow morning starting at 6 right here on Nesson and on 93.7 FM WEEI. And speaking of WEEI, John Mita Perel here tonight auditioning for the PA spot here at Fenway Park.
I was told a couple of days ago when I was on the show that he got a call from Larry Lucchino on that same morning inviting him to audition here at Fenway Park. It's tough for us to hear because we have our headsets on.
Leading it off is Mike Aviles. We'll have a listen after this next out as he will be introducing Nick Punto. Here's a ground ball towards third base. Cabrera deep third, foul ground, throw off balance, picked by fielder but not in time. Aviles able to beat it out.
Long way to go right there for Cabrera.
Second base, number 5, Punto.
So Mike Aviles at first base. Nick Punto struck out swinging in the second inning, getting his second look at Max Scherzer. Bunt dropped down. Scherzer will go to first, and to second base goes Aviles on the sacrifice.
The center fielder, Scott Podsednik. Number 26, Podsednik.
I messed up the first one. I was supposed to lay out, and I forgot about laying out. So now we got it.
One out of Aviles at second base, and it is Podsednik, who is 1 for 2 with an RBI double in the second inning. Also has a stolen base in the game tonight.
You know, when you look at the Red Sox, Don, right now, they are second in the American League in sacrifice bunts, only behind the Angels.
I wonder when the last time that was.
That's a long time ago.
Pitch outside for ball 1 to Podsednik. Center fielder Quentin Berry over towards left center is number 2. Somewhat of a gap out there in right center for Podsednik. Gets jammed in on the hands. Fouls it off, 1-1.
Once again, that good power fastball from Scherzer inside on Podsednik as he fouls it back. Contact right about the label of the bat.
'80th pitch of the night for Scherzer coming up. Sliced foul again, and it evens now at 2-2. Dunkin' Donuts is proud to give back at every Red Sox home game. Dunkin' hosts a nonprofit children's organization. Thousands of kids have had the chance to catch a Sox game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. Tonight we welcome members of the Police Athletic League of Cape Cod in East Falmouth, Massachusetts. Dunkin' Donuts committed to the community. Two-two pitch to Podsednik. Another foul back and out of play. Both teams with 3 runs on 7 hits and no errors in this game. Red Sox with Aviles in scoring position at second base. 1 down here in the last of the 4th inning. Sliced foul, still 2-2, fighting off another 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah, tough pitch right there to foul off. But suddenly, questionable pitch on the outside part of the plate, too close to take. Has to reach out and just punch it foul.
Daniel Nava on deck. Tapped back towards the mound. Scherzer will get it there in time to retire Podsednik for the second out of the inning as Aviles takes third base. Scherzer had to hurry.
Swinging bunt right between the catcher's mound and pitcher's mound, and it's Scherzer that's able to cover the ground and quickly get that ball to first base to get Podsednik. See him fall toward first base, had to regroup, get his balance, and then make the strong throw to get the out.
So 2 down. Go ahead run for the Red Sox 90 feet away, and Mike Aviles and Daniel Nava coming up. Nava with a single in the first, struck out in the second inning, 1 for 2. In the air to right field, playable for Brennan Bosch. Bosch puts it away, and the Red Sox leave Aviles at third base. We are through 4 from Fenway. Game tied 3-3. Eastern Bank, listening, guiding, and being there for kids in need. That's what Eastern Bank and Adrian and Betsy Gonzalez are made of, which is why we've teamed up to support youth mentoring programs throughout Massachusetts. To find out more, go to easternbank.com/Adrian. Fifth inning back at Fenway Park in a 3-3 game. Totals identical as we head here to the fifth. Top of the Tigers order, Quentin Berry, Brennan Bosch, and then Miguel Cabrera to follow. Anybody gets on, and we'll see Prince Fielder. Berry tonight, 1 for 2, had an RBI single as part of the 3-run third inning for the Tigers. Bunt bid down the third baseline. Here comes Youkilis, bare hands and throws, but it'll be thrown away, backed up by Punto nicely. Otherwise, that gets into the photographer's well. But it is a bunt base hit for Quentin Berry, who can drop him down.
He certainly can, and he's tried an awful lot in this series to do that. Nice bunt down the third base line. Even though Youkilis is in on the grass, Berry able to put it in a spot where Youkilis has to make virtually an impossible play to get him at first base. Nice job backing up there by Punto. It really saves the Red Sox an extra base, although Berry's liable to steal it.
Gets a good-sized lead right away at first base. Here's Brennan Bosch, the batter. Beckett will check on him. It's not been caught yet. Been in the big league since May 22nd, called up by the Tigers, and has been replacing Austin Jackson out in center field. Brennan Bosch has grounded to short and hit a sacrifice fly in the third inning to pick up his 19th RBI of the year. Outside, 2-0. Beckett has had 1-2-3 inning on the night. It was the first inning when he retired the side in order on 8 pitches. Beckett has given up 8 hits in this game, and that is a new season high for Josh. In his first game against the Tigers, when he gave up 7 runs in 4 2/3, that was on 7 hits. For 83 pitches in that outing against the Tigers in game 2 of the year. Fly ball to left field. On the move is Nava, and he makes the catch for the first out. No advance for Berry as we check in with Jenny Dell.
Don, last night was ALS night at Fenway, and the Red Sox recognized people who are fighting that disease. Among them was former Boston College baseball player Pete Frates, who threw out the first pitch in yesterday's game. He graduated BC in 2007 and was diagnosed with ALS in March 2012. He now serves as director of baseball operations under head coach Mike Gambino, who played and coached for the Red Sox organization. Pete's an ambassador for spreading ALS awareness and has his own website to fund ALS research. For more information or to donate, please visit PeteFrates.com. Don?
All right, Jenny, thank you very much. 1 out. On at first base is Quentin Berry and Miguel Cabrera batting. There goes Berry at first base. The pitch, a ball, the throw is going to hit the runner and kick into left, so Berry will try for third. Knob into play, but Berry will take third base. So he ends up with 2 bases, stealing second, and then the throw hits him and kicks out to left.
He is a definite threat. There's no question about that at first base. He gets a good-sized lead. He gets a very good jump, and he's got very good speed. That ball bounces off him out toward Daniel Nava. A good pop-up slide. He sees the ball because it's in front of him, and then he can take off the third base.
So Berry at third base now with 1 out in the inning. Miguel Cabrera batting with a count of 1-0. And a foul off to the right, so that goes as a stolen base for Berry, an error charge to Saltalamacchia. It allows Berry to take third.
Tie ball game, 5th inning. Red Sox playing the infield back with the 1 out.
Fouled straight back, and it is 2-2. It's time now for tonight's AT&T trivia question. Which former Red Sox pitcher did Manny Ramirez hit his 500th career home run off? And he connected for number 500 on this date back in 2008. He was at Camden Yards in Baltimore. Two pitch to Cabrera. To right center and in for a base hit. From third comes Quentin Berry, and the Tigers take a 4-3 lead. First hit of the night for Miguel Cabrera, who had 4 hits last night. And he drives in the go-ahead run for the Tigers here in the 5th.
Cabrera came into the game 5 for 10. He is now 1 for 3 as he takes the Beckett fastball into center field. Actually, right center field for the base hit. And Cabrera now has 42 RBIs on the season.
One on, one out, and Prince Fielder coming up. Fielder with an RBI single in the 3rd inning. Now takes strike 1. Going 2. On deck, Delman Young working as the DH tonight for the Tigers. Knocked down by Saltalamacchia, but Cabrera will get to second base. Had to get around Prince Fielder to get that ball and up to second base. Kind of a late break for Cabrera, but he gets there.
Yeah, I don't think Cabrera picked it up at first, and it was not that far away, but once Saltalamacchia had to go around Prince Fielder, that's when Cabrera decided to go to second base. And that's a big guy to get around. Fielder heading up that first base line. You see where Saltalamacchia has to go to get the baseball.
Wild pitch uncorked for Beckett, has Cabrera in scoring position now for Fielder. Max Scherzer is at 85 pitches for the Tigers. They've got Joaquin Benoit warming currently in the pen for the Tigers. Well, tomorrow night, immediately following Red Sox first pitch, join us for Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by Uno's with TC Eck and Jenny at 6:30. They'll preview Clay Buchholz's start in the series opener with the Blue Jays. Buchholz allowed 2 runs on 8 hits and had a season-high 6 strikeouts in 7 innings on Sunday against the Rays. Buchholz 5-2 with a 1.62 earned run average and 7 career starts at the Rogers Center. Live coverage begins tomorrow at 6 right here on NESN. 372 with runners in scoring position for Prince Fielder in his first season with the Tigers. 70th pitch of the night coming up for Beckett with one out here in the 5th inning. Full count. Down the third baseline, foul, still 3-2 to Prince Fielder.
The Tigers are really making Josh Beckett work hard here in this ball game tonight.
Ball 4 and Fielder down to first base. That is the first walk given up tonight by Beckett. And the Tigers have runners at first and second, now one down. Delman Young coming up. Two on, one away. And Delman Young singled in the second inning, reached on a fielder's choice in the third. He has 1 of 9 hits. The Tigers have compiled season high for Josh Beckett. Sliced foul off to the right. Two on, one away, and Young waiting on an 0-1 pitch. Gonna miss, and it is 1-1. We'll get an update on Daisuke Matsuzaka. Pitching against the Norfolk Tides tonight for the Pawtucket Red Sox. We'll get you an update coming up. 1-1 pitch. Tap foul. It gets a piece of Saltalamacchia, and it is 1-2. Some major leaguers in that Norfolk lineup tonight facing Daisuke Matsuzaka. Former Red Sox player Bill Hall and Miguel Tejada, both playing currently for the Norfolk Tides. Cabrera at second, Fielder at first. One out here in the top of the 5th. Young hits it on the ground towards shortstop. High hop for Aviles. Goes to second for 1, on to first for 2. Josh Beckett, a much needed double play. The Tigers get the go-ahead run. It's 4-3 Detroit. is brought to you by Eastern Bank. At Eastern Bank, remained of historic milestones, and now our home team has reached one of its own. Congratulations on this special anniversary from one Boston institution to another. Bottom of the 5th inning back at Fenway Park, 4-3. Tigers on top of the Red Sox now as Adrian Gonzalez leads it off here in the bottom of the 5th. He is popped to short and lined out to left. He is 0 for 2. David Ortiz and then Kevin Youkilis expected here in the 5th inning. Max Scherzer working into the 5th inning and has a lead again.
That's 3 straight changeups from Scherzer to Gonzalez to fall behind 3-0.
There's a strike, 3-1. Gonzalez to center field. Quentin Berry is out there in center, and he'll make the catch for the first out of the 5th inning.
Doing more on defense is brought to you by Home Depot. More saving, more doing. That's the power of Home Depot. The old 6-4-3. Aviles to Punto to Gonzalez to get Delman Young. And here's big Prince Fielder coming down on Punto, but he's able to get rid of the ball before contact from the big fella.
One out for David Ortiz. David walked in the 1st inning, grounded out to first base in the 3rd. Tigers into the shift on the right side, and they play David to pull in the outfield. Most teams will usually play straight up in the outfield, or sometimes for David to go the other way with the amount of times that he has gone the other way so far this season with authority.
Now, it almost makes more sense to play to pull, and especially in this ballpark where it's 420 toward the triangle. If you go the other way, it's probably going to be off the wall.
Down and in, and sends Ortiz down.
Big Poppy doing the Texas two-step to get out of the way of this.
Ortiz into the shift as Worth in short right. The second baseman will throw him out. And the shift works great here for the Tigers for the 2nd out of the 5th inning.
After that fastball down and in, back to the changeup for the ground ball into the shift.
Time now for the answer to tonight's AT&T trivia question. Which former Red Sox pitcher did Manny Ramirez hit his 500th career home run off? And the answer is Chad Bradford. On this date in 2008 at Camden Yards, Manny took the first pitch he saw from Bradford over the right field wall to become the 24th player to join the 500 home run club. Bradford spent the 2005 season with the Red Sox, appearing in 31 games. Since Ramirez, one other player has joined the exclusive club. Gary Sheffield did so when he hit his 500th home run on April 17th of 2009. And we'll wait and see when Manny is activated by the Oakland A's. He's not been activated yet. He's been playing at AAA.
Yeah, still down at AAA, and they kind of expect him any day. Manny might like it down at AAA. He might want to stay there.
Had that happen already?
Yeah.
Didn't really want to leave the Pawtucket Red Sox at one point.
He enjoyed playing down at Pawtucket.
They got that great ping pong table in the middle of the clubhouse that he loved. That should be renamed Manny's Door. The 1-2. It's tap foul into the catch, has been held onto by Laird. It's strike 3. And the Red Sox down in order in the 5th inning. It's 4-3. Tigers have the lead. Against the Yankees are a popular summer weekend day with an early June game. To create your own unique packs for as little as $40. Beyond the best access to concessions and restroom standing room only tickets also provide a unique way to experience all that Fenway Park has to offer at an affordable price. Get your tickets today at redsox.com/SRO packs.
That's a beautiful shot of the moon, wasn't it?
I didn't really get to see it because I was reading the promo.
Oh, I'm sure they can get you another shot of it. Really, really pretty tonight.
Josh Beckett into the 6th inning here, dealing with Gerald Laird, who came into the game in the 4th inning. Curveball that misses 1-1. Oh, that is pretty, Jerry.
Isn't that nice?
Yes, very nice.
A lot of craters. I think we had people walking around on that. That's amazing to me.
On the ground towards second base, Punto throws out Laird for the first out of the 6th inning. It's time for a game break and Tom Caron. TC. Okay, Tom, thanks very much. Here at Fenway Park, it is 4-3. The Tigers on top of the Red Sox with Detroit batting in the 6th inning. One out for Johnny Peralta. Slide to right and grounded out to second base. Action for the Red Sox tonight. Franklin Morales first up out of the pen for Boston. Alex Avila leaving the game tonight, the catcher for the Tigers. For precautionary reasons, he left. Of course, he had the cut on the bridge of his nose on the foul tip, but no concussion-like symptoms. As it turns out for him, he was tested. Ryan Sweeney knows all about that. He went through Major League Baseball's test and was on the 7-day special DL, just fresh off that. This homestand. 1-2 pitches, strike 3. Johnny Peralta down by way of the K. First strikeout of the night for Josh Beckett.
Well, Beckett last time out had 5 strikeouts in that game against Tampa Bay. Picks up his first on a cut fastball. And here's the injury to Avila that put a cut across the bridge of his nose. And good for him, no concussion. That's a great sign because he certainly looked a little woozy behind home plate.
Carlos Santana of the Indians recently put on the DL and the same type of thing that was concussion-like symptoms. 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Don Kelly, the batter, singled and scored in the 3rd. Grounded out last time up. 1 for 2 on the night. One around according to Tim Sheeta, and it's 0-2. The Tigers tonight after the game will be headed home. This is the end of a long trip for Detroit, while the Red Sox will be chartering north of the border to Toronto in the weekend series against the Toronto Blue Jays. One-two is tap foul.
I could think of worse places to spend a weekend than Toronto. Beautiful city.
Well, it should be a nice weekend in Toronto.
Looking forward to Saturday night. We've got a day game on Saturday and nice little dinner on Saturday night.
Imagine the roof may be open with any luck. 1-2 is fouled off. Roof was closed last time we were there. Of course, very early in the season. The first road trip for the Red Sox after they had been in Detroit.
And it'll be a chance for the Red Sox to maybe jump ahead of the Toronto Blue Jays, who have the 27-24 record on the season. Now, Toronto's a great city. Plus, because it's only 3 days, too, we only get 1 bag to carry tonight,
right.
So I won't be lugging 2 bags through customs.
You might be able to bring your own.
Exactly, without somebody helping me out.
This 1-2 is tapped fair, and Saltalamacchia fires down. Kelly did not lead right away, but he is out number 3. 5.5 done. It's 4-3. Tigers on top. Last half of the 6th inning back at Fenway Park, 4-3. Tigers on top of the Red Sox as Jared Saltalamacchia leads it off. And Scherzer able to get that by him for strike 1. 6 in a row now retired by Scherzer, whose next pitch will be the 100th of the night for the Tigers right-hander. They had Joaquin Benoit at one point warming in the pen before the 4th inning, but Scherzer has hung in there, and tonight now at an even 100 pitches, just over his average, but well shy of his high on the season. Saltalamacchia has homered and singled to drive in another run. He's got 2 RBIs on the night, 24 now on the year. And a swing and a miss. Climbing the ladder on him was Scherzer. 6 strikeouts for Scherzer.
He's really calmed down in this game, especially in the last 3 innings. Once they get ahead of Saltalamacchia, they go upstairs, and Salty chases it for the strikeout. So back-to-back strikeouts. Got Youkilis to end the 5th. Saltalamacchia to start the 6th.
30 strikeouts in the last 3 starts now for Max Scherzer. He's got 6 tonight, 1 down here in the 6th inning. Ryan Sweeney swings at the 0-1 and sends it foul. 0-2.
By the way, Don, I would expect that on the next homestand when we get back, probably Monday or Tuesday, you'll have a brand new pair of New Balance 10 wide running shoes.
Really?
Yes.
This is great news.
That's what my sources tell me. Industry sources.
And those are usually very reliable.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Well, if it's true, I have you to thank. Because,
well, you also have Jenny
Balance.
Dell to thank,
yes.
too.
Jenny Dell was also part of the campaign. Yes. It is 2-2. Right, Sweeney has singled to center and lined out to short, 1 for 2. Short road trip for the Red Sox as they go to Toronto for 3, back home for an off day on Monday, then 3 with the Orioles and 3 with the Washington Nationals. Interleague play starts, and then it's out to Miami and Chicago. Full count, 3-2.
The Chicago's going to be like a vacation. We got an off day there. And then we have a day game.
Then another off day.
And another off day. And another off day.
This one sliced foul off to the left, out of play. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up for Ryan Sweeney. And he'll foul off another. Sweeney pops it up. Third base way. Miguel Cabrera stepping into foul ground will make the catch. Ended up being in fair ground, 1 foot in. And there's 2 down in the inning.
Well, some good defense by the Red Sox today. The double play started by Sweeney. He got Aviles making a nice play on a high bounce to complete a double play. And Saltalamacchia last half inning getting that ball before it bounced foul and throwing the runner out at first base. Only error in the ball game coming on a throw to second base by Saltalamacchia.
Action behind Scherzer now is left-hander Phil Koch. If he comes into this game, he will be sprinting into this game again tonight, as he did the other night, I would imagine. The 0-1 pitch is to right. Bosch coming in and makes the catch below the cap high on the liner. That ends the 6th inning. We're through 6 from Fenway. 4-3 Tigers. Fenway Park 4-3. Tigers on top of the Red Sox. Beckett back to the hill. And his first 1-2-3 inning in the 6th inning. His first since the 1st inning. As he's back out there for the 7th. That is pitch number 90 of the game for Beckett. And it's Danny Worth. Took ball 1. Worth, the second baseman, doubled in the 3rd. Flied out to center in the 4th. Double-barreled action now. Morales has been joined by Matt Albert. It's not been a big strikeout night for Beckett. He has 1 strikeout. That came last inning. Only 1 walk. That was in the 5th inning. He's given up the most hits he has given up in any outing this season with 9. 2-1 is tap foul. 2-2. Coming up immediately following the game, stay with us for WB Mason's Red Sox Extra Innings Live with TC, Peter, and Jenny. Get a breakdown of Beckett's start tonight, and here's post-game comments, plus manager Bobby Valentine will offer his thoughts on this series finale from the Fenway interview room. It's all coming up after the game, only on NESN. It's outside, ball 3.
TC and I had a nice chat before the game.
Did you?
On the pregame show, we had TC was loaded with questions today. We had about 5 or 6 of them, which is a little more than usual. So,
are you ready for all of them?
I tried to be. I hope so.
3-2 is chopped towards short. Aviles actually backs up and fires, and plenty of time for the out of Danny Worth. Let's check in with Jenny Dell.
Don, as part of the 100th anniversary celebration at Fenway Park, the Red Sox unveiled Filmed at Fenway. I caught up with the Red Sox coordinator of archives, Dan Ray, on the display.
This is one of the 100 spots in our Fenway Park, a living museum. Some of our spots try to capture different parts of Fenway Park baseball history, but other parts try to capture non-baseball history. And Fenway Park has a pretty rich cinematic history, so we decided to put this one up, paying homage to different movies over the years.
Don, they had a lot of movie memorabilia there, but I didn't see you in the display.
This is grounded back up the middle by Quentin Berry. I think you're referring to the couple of films that I've been in, Jenny.
That were not shot at Fenway, though.
None of them were shot at Fenway. Actually, let's take a look just to make sure I'm not there. No, in fact, I'm not. But, yeah, we shot Fever Pitch, the 2 scenes I was in my first film, north of the border, actually in Toronto. And then the movie The Town actually was just my voice. I didn't really appear in it. So I had kind of a speaking role.
I didn't know you were in that movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is near Gate A. Yeah, I was in the town when the FBI guy is in the bar with Blake Lively. They're talking. I call a Euclid double down the right field line.
Oh.
And it kind of...
Oh, wait a minute. I got a residual for that.
Yes, you did. But
you didn't hear me.
You were cut.
I was cut out of
the
it.
Floor. Yes. Well, next time you're at Fenway Park, check it out. It's at Gate A. So anyway, back to me, Jerry. In the first film, I actually had 2 scenes. A lot was cut out. We did several takes, but only 2 scenes. Myself, Tim McCarver, and Harold Reynolds. As we traveled to Toronto, we were there for 3 days.
Now, were you actually on camera, or was it just voice?
No, we were actually on camera. They recreated our booth here, in fact, at Fenway Park. He's on a set. He's on the ground ball to first base. Gonzalez will go to first with it himself and retire Bosch as Berry takes second base.
Did you have your own trailer?
I did, as a matter of fact.
You did have your own trailer?
I had my own trailer. And I didn't realize that they were serious when they called me to see what I wanted in my trailer for food. I thought it was a friend of mine playing a prank. So I said, yeah, I want a shrimp and maybe some beef jerky.
Beef jerky?
Yeah, I just, whatever. I was trying to, a friend of mine called, thought they were making fun of me. As it turns out, a couple weeks later, I go up to Toronto, and Tim McCarver goes into his trailer, and he's got breakfast in the morning. We're there at 6:30 in the morning. And Reynolds has his stuff. I've got shrimp and beef jerky in my trim.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
because I never imagined that they'd actually give us a trailer for real and give us food, and all of it was there. I was very bored in my trailer, though. There's not a lot to do. I mean, you're just waiting to be called. First, you got to go for makeup and hair, and of course, my hair didn't take very long.
Actually, his trailer sounds pretty good.
I mean, there's just not a lot to do. You just sit there and you wait.
Sounds fine with me.
Well, one pitch is fouled off to the right, out of play, and it's 0-2. For the best deals on great seats, visit aceticket.com. Or you can check out the Ace Ticket pitching line, brought to you by Josh Beckett. 6 2/3, 4 runs on 10 hits. Walk and a K. The 0-2 pitch coming up to Miguel Cabrera. That's outside, 1-2.
Tough combination here. Cabrera at the plate. You got first base open, but on deck you got the left-handed Prince fielder.
Tigers on top, 4-3. And a runner at second base with 2 outs in the 7th, and Cabrera backing out. Beckett right now dealing with the teeth of the Tigers order. Cabrera now and maybe Fielder next. Morales and Albers are ready should they be called upon. This is hit well to center field. Podsednik going back. He's got room and makes the catch on the track to end the inning. Beckett gets out of the jam here in the 7th inning. 4-3. Tigers have the lead. Time now for next. Click on the Where's Wally icon and figure out where Wally is in New England. Tomorrow morning, listen to Dennis and Callahan on 93.7 WEI or watch them here on Nesson. Be the correct caller. Tell them where Wally is, and you can win 4 Green Monster tickets on June 5th, courtesy of your New England Ford dealers. It is the bottom of the 7th inning. Max Scherzer back out there for the Tigers. He's got a 4-3 lead. As Nick Punto, Scott Podsednik, and Daniel Nava featured here in the inning. Punto has struck out and had a sacrifice bunt. Third plate appearance of the night. Scherzer falling behind Punto 3-0. Phil Koch, the left-hander. There's a strike. Scherzer is now up to 116 pitches. Started this inning at a total of 112, and sending him back out there again is Jim Leland. And he ends up walking the number 9 man, Nick Punto, to begin things in the 7th. That is his second walk since the first inning. Beth Israel Deaconess, the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox, invites you to join the walking club and start your own walking program for better health. Need some inspiration? Check out their new music video featuring one of our very own Red Sox stars. Find out which one at bidmc.org/walking. Well, Max Scherzer is now walking, and not walking is Phil Koch. He is running into the game. Tigers have a 4-3 lead.
Sox has endless opportunities to dine, play, thrill, relax, and of course, win. When you're here, you can be anyone. Foxwoods, anything but ordinary.
4-3, Tigers have the lead. A leadoff walk to Nick Punto. Chases Max Scherzer from the game. After 6+ innings, Scherzer responsible for Punto at first base.
Well, we'll see if Pasednik's asked to bunt, lefty against lefty, 1 run down.
He is, and he pushes it out towards second base hard. Worth will flip to first for the out, but in the end, Pasednik gets the job done. Punto takes second base.
That was hard for a sacrifice bunt. That was almost like a drag bunt, bunting for a base hit, but effective nonetheless. No other play for Worth at second base but to go and get the out at first base as the sacrifice is complete.
This call to the bullpen brought to you by New England Ford Dealers. The game is Phil Koch. You've been warming up on a couple of different occasions in the pen for the Tigers. His 24th overall appearance, 1-1 with a 4.43 earned run average. Notitzar hitting at .303 against Koch. Got 17 Ks to 5 walks. Takes over for Scherzer. Daniel Nava, the batter, is 1 for 3 tonight. He singled back in the first inning. Fly ball to center field, struck pretty well. Berry going back onto the track at the wall. He will make the catch right in front of the garage door as he fires it back in. Berry way back onto the track to make the catch for the second out.
Boy, did he cover a lot of ground on that. That ball looked like it had at least the wall. And Berry gets a great jump on this. Checks how much room he's got to go. Makes the catch and kind of brushes that screen out there in center field. Punto playing that properly halfway. If the ball drops in, you got to make sure you score. If it's caught, you're already in scoring position at second base.
So 2 down, Punto at second base still, and here is Adrian Gonzalez. A walk by Punto to begin the inning. Broke up a string of 8 in a row retired by Max Scherzer. Scherzer started the 7th inning with 112 pitches, but was back out there. He walks Punto and comes out of the game. Koch comes in, the sac bunt for Podsednik, the deep fly to center field for Nava. 2 down here in the 7th inning, and Adrian Gonzalez down to the count 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Gonzalez is popped to short, line to left, and flied out to center field. Ortiz waiting on deck. What a quiet night for the 3-4 hitters for the Red Sox in the lineup, a combined 0-for-5 so far in the night. Sliced foul, 1-2.
Gonzalez upset there. He missed a good pitch to hit. He got his fastball. He got it middle in, and he fouls it back.
More action for the Tigers in the pen. Octavio Dotel. Gonzalez fights off another foul. In the air to left, Kelly moving in and over, and the Tigers left fielder puts it away to end the 7th inning. So Phil Koch works around a Scherzer walk. It's 4-3 Tigers. the second inning when Ryan Sweeney made the catch and turned it into a double play. Play at the plate in time. Gunned down by Sweeney in the second inning. And the Red Sox get on the board as Jared Saltalamacchia able to get his 10th home run of the year in the second inning. Red Sox took a 2-0 lead at that point, but Cabrera ends up putting the Tigers on top with an RBI single as Detroit enjoys a 4-3 lead through the first 7 innings. It's on to the 8th inning, and Franklin Morales first out of the pen for the Red Sox tonight as Josh Beckett goes the first 7 innings. He is on the hook as Morales appears in his 20th game of the year, 0-1 with a 4.02 earned run average. 15 2/3. He has struck out 13, walked 6, and opponents hitting at .290 against Morales. Beckett gives up a season-high 10 hits in 7 innings. He allows 4 runs. Walked 1, struck out 1, and Morales now into the game to face Prince Fielder. Leads it off in the 8th.
Although Beckett had to work hard in this game tonight against the Tigers, it was really that 1 inning, just the 3rd inning, where they got the 3 runs.
Towards the shortstop, couple of hops. Aviles has got it. And there's one away in the 8th. Well, tomorrow morning on 93.7 FM WEI in Nesson, don't miss Dennis and Callahan. They'll get you ready for Game 3 of the Celtics Heat Series with former Miami Heat and Boston College guard Malcolm Huckabee. Tom Thibodeau, the head coach of the Chicago Bulls, will also be on. It's all coming up tomorrow morning starting at 6 right here on Nesson and on 93.7 FM WEI. 1 out in the 8th brings up Delman Young. Joaquin Benoit, who's up earlier, is back up again for Detroit.
I think Benoit makes a habit of getting up, be early in ball games just to throw a little bit and then get back, up when it's time for him to come into a ball game. We've seen him do that a couple of times in this series.
Seemed like a strange time for him to be up in the game.
Right.
It was back heading into the 4th inning. High drive to deep left field down towards the pole, and that ball is gone. Home run for Delman Young, his 4th of the year, and the Tigers take a 5-3 lead.
Delman Young gets the slider this time from Morales, and the slider is inside. Not a lot of break on it, almost more like a cut fastball. And Delman Young out of the ballpark for the 4th time this season.
Well, the 2nd home run allowed by Morales on the season, but he gives the Tigers a 2-run pad here, 1 out in the 8th. So Delman Young, 4th of the year. Coming into this series in 42 games, only 1 career home run against the Red Sox. But he's had 2 in the series now. And he gives his team a little insurance here on top 5-3, 1 out in the 8th. Off the end of the bat, a little pop-up sending Punto out. He'll make the catch for the 2nd out of the 8th inning. So 2-way, and it brings up Johnny Peralta. Peralta flying out to right in the 2nd, grounded out in the 4th, and struck out in the 6th inning. Johnny Peralta spending his first 7 seasons in the majors with the Cleveland Indians. Parts of 3 years now with the Detroit Tigers. 2-0 pitch is a strike over the inside corner, 2-1. This one fouled off, 2-2. Hitting the road? Take the Red Sox with you this season. Subscribe to MLB.tv today to see every Red Sox out-of-market game live online and on your favorite devices in HD quality. Visit RedSox.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere. Don Kelly waiting on deck, 2 down here in the 8th. That's ball 4, and Peralta gets a 2-out walk, only the second walk given up tonight by Red Sox pitching. And the first by Morales. Here comes Don Kelly. Single back in the 3rd inning, a 1-for-3 night. Matt Albers up in the pen for the Red Sox. Been up the last couple of innings warming. Is fouled off to the left hand. It's 1-1. Throw to first, and back to the bag is Peralta, getting his first look at that Morales move.
That's not his best move either.
Zipped inside at 96 miles an hour. And it's 2-1 now to Kelly. Time to ask Jerry, what is the status on the power bracelet? Will you ever take it off?
Well, it's we have not lost a game since I've had it on.
You have had ridiculous positive energy ever since you put it on.
And I'm hoping that tonight is no different. I hope that it can continue to bring positive energy to not only myself but the ball club. And I feel terrific.
The positive energy that you've been giving off has been off the charts. I mean, it's really part of the broadcast. It is. I mean, I was thinking about it driving home last night. I'm thinking, I'm feeling so positive. I'm energetic. Why is it? And then it occurred to me that it was because you have that on.
Exactly.
And I sat next to you all night.
And why didn't I know you're supposed to keep it on all the time? I was taking it off to go to bed. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to leave it on all the time to really get positive energy.
So you wake up positively energized.
So look out tomorrow.
How many days has it been now that you've had that on?
Since the Red Sox won, I think, over 500.
Okay.
I think this is the 3rd day. And I feel nothing but positive vibes. It's not only the baseball game.
No.
It's I get up in the morning and I'm ready to attack the world.
It's changed your life.
Completely changed my life.
You're like a new guy. 2 outs here in the 8th. Peralta at first base and a 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. Does it change your dream patterns at all? Like when you're sleeping, it's all good dreams, no bad dreams? Or
I haven't had it on to go to bed. So
I thought you had. I thought you made the transition.
No, that's the mistake that I've
also,
been making.
Tonight is the first night of this.
Tonight will be the first night.
Oh my goodness!
Sleeping with it. So I'm looking forward to a great dream.
I'm hoping for the most positive, energetic dream you can have, Joe.
Yeah, usually they're pretty morbid, you know.
Yeah. A lot of death in your dreams. 3-2 pitch coming to Don Kelly. First to throw to first, and they almost had it picked off. Gonzalez was playing in behind him and snuck in.
He was ready to take off to second base on that 3-2 count, and a nice little pickoff attempt here. Watch Gonzalez go to first base, prearranged play. And they almost get Peralta.
2 outs, Peralta at first base, and the pitch is fouled off. Yeah, this is pretty close to the anniversary to last year where you had the dream that you had been fired by our director, Mike Maracci, I think.
That's right.
Yes, in New York, in Times Square.
Exactly. That's right. Right down in Times Square. We were just having a nice little walk, and then all of a sudden the chat started, and I was gone.
Said he never liked you, and that he was making a change.
That's right. He told me that.
You're down to 5 games, and he's going to pay you $5 a game. And you're going to make $25 for the season. Three-two pitch to Don Kelly. That'll miss inside of the breaking ball. And it's back-to-back walks allowed by Morales. Here comes Bobby Valentine to make the change with 2 on and 2 outs here in the 8th. Matt Albers will be coming in for the Red Sox, who now trail 5-3. Your banker made a free checking that's got nothing to hide, which means no fees or any other types of curveballs. Check out what else we're made of at easternbank.com. Those 2 outs here in the top half of the 8th inning. Red Sox on to their 3rd pitcher of the night. Matt Albers comes in for Boston. With 2 on and 2 down. Albers appearing in his 20th game of the year, 1-0. 2.11 earned run average. 13 strikeouts, 7 walks. Opponents hitting at .211 against Albers. He had pitched in last night's game, going a third of an inning, giving up 2 hits. Got his first win of the year, despite allowing the tying run to score in the 7th inning, inherited from John Lester. He has allowed runs just twice in his last 14 outings since April the 24th. There is action behind him in the pen as Rich Hill starts to throw. 2 outs and 2 on. First and second for Danny Worth. Worth with a double in the 3rd inning, came around to score. Flied out to the warning track in the 4th inning and then bounced to short in the 7th. Johnny Peralta at second base, Don Kelly at first base, and 2 down. That's a strike, 1-1. Morales responsible for the 2 men on. He gives up the home run to Delman Young in this inning that has provided the Tigers some insurance. On top now 5-3. Foul back, and it's 2-2. Why on a night when Dustin Pedroia is not playing would he tape his wrists, you think, Terry?
Because there's always a possibility that he could come in defensively if needed in this game. And you know, Pedroia, he's probably trying to get in this game somehow.
Just taking the tape off his right wrist. Two. He is in there for strike 3. Albers comes in and gets his job done. 7.5 done. The Detroit Tigers have taken a 5-3 lead. The question is, who is FW Webb? FW Webb is a supplier of pipes, valves, fittings, and pumps to institutions and manufacturing facilities across the Northeast. Selection, expertise, solutions. We've got it. Visit FWWebb.com. Last half of the 8th inning back at Fenway Park, 5-3. The Tigers have the lead. They had a run in their half of the 8th on a home run by Delman Young. Big Papi, David Ortiz, Kevin Youkilis, Jared Saltalamacchia to bat in the 8th. Ortiz, a walk in the first, sends in 2 groundouts. Pitch inside from Phil Koch, came into the game in the 7th. Tired all 3 batters he faced and stranded an inherited runner and Nick Punto at second base.
This may be the last batter he faces. Left-handed David Ortiz. Youkilis on deck. Right-handed action in the bullpen.
Two and 0. Joaquin Benoit ready to go in the pen. Swing and a miss. Fastball up, and it's 2-1.
Once again, another left-hander here with good velocity. Koch at 94 that time on the 2-0 fastball to Ortiz.
Ortiz hits it in the air to shallow left center field from left on. Kelly comes in and takes care of out number 1 of the bottom of the 8th. 4 in a row retired by Koch. He gets his lefty to begin this inning, and Jim Leyland will now go get Joaquin Benoit to deal with Kevin Youkilis. So David flies out to left, frustrated after this at bat. Pitching change from Fenway. And the Red Sox on Nesson during the 2012 season. Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. Here's Kevin Youkilis. The Red Sox trailing 5-3, 1 out in the 8th inning. New pitcher is Joaquin Benoit. His 23rd appearance of the year, 0-1, 3.00 ERA. 32 strikeouts in 21 innings. 266 opponent batting average against Joaquin Benoit. Youkilis with a swing and a miss, 1-1 on a good slider from Benoit.
There was a changeup last night that Youkilis hit for a home run. That time the breaking ball from Benoit. Youkilis expecting a fastball on the 1-0 count, did not get it.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
Another breaking ball from Benoit.
swing and a miss, and he strikes out Euclid, second out of the 8th inning. 7th strikeout for Tigers pitching in the game.
Well, he just stayed with what was working, and it was the breaking ball. That one a little bit flat, but still no contact by Euclid. Third time he struck out tonight to go along with that double.
We have not yet seen Jose Valverde in this series, and he is in the bullpen right now in a save situation at the moment. 2 down in the 8th inning. Jared Saltalamacchia, the batter, 2-hit night, home run in the 2nd inning. RBI single in the 3rd before striking out swinging in the 6th inning.
The Amica Pit Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you're covered, it's how you're treated. And early in the ballgame, Jared Saltalamacchia with a down and in fastball picks up home run number 10 on the season.
Oh, 2.
Change up that time from Benoit, down. Probably out of the strike zone, but the swing and no contact from Saltalamacchia.
Popped up left side of the infield. Coming from third is Cabrera. He's calling and catching out number 3 of the 8th inning. We are through 8 from Fenway. It's 5-3 Tigers. Over the Red Sox. Time now for a look at the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Tomorrow the Sox begin a brief 3-game road trip when they head north of the border. 3 games with Toronto are followed up by 3 more division games against the Orioles. Second round of interleague play begins when the Sox welcome Bryce Harper, Steven Strasburg, and the Nationals to Fenway Park. After that, it's a 6-game trip to Miami and Chicago for series with Theo Epstein's Cubs. 9th inning, and the 4th pitcher of the night for the Red Sox, Rich Hill. 15th appearance, 1-0 with a 1.69 earned run average. Opponents at just 139 against Hill. As Quentin Berry spiraling out of the batter's box on a pitch inside. Well, Matt Albert is in only for a third of an inning, and he struck out Danny Worth with 2 on and 2 outs in the 8th inning. Fly ball foul down the left field line, out of play. Will Middlebrooks with the bat in hand has been off until perhaps an appearance in the bottom of the 9th inning. The bottom third of the Red Sox order is anticipated. Sweeney, Vilas, and Punto. Red Sox kind of in a strange situation with the middle infield scenario, and Bobby Valentine before the game said that Middlebrooks had played shortstop in high school, and maybe that's some sort of arrangement they could make, but without Pedroia and him not on the DL and nobody really in the middle, Vilas could go to second base. Maybe that's what we would see if the game would continue beyond a situation where he could bat for Punto.
That is a possibility, Don. It's something that we didn't know about until it was mentioned today. Fly ball to right, no problem for Sweeney.
1 down in the 9th. So Berry retired, and Brendan Bosch coming up. A little scary how well you did that.
Well, it's pretty routine. It was a pretty routine play.
Oh, no, there's no routine in play-by-play in the major leagues.
Well, that's about as routine as it gets. Little lazy fly ball to the outfield.
1 down for Brendan Bosch. As you always say, there's no routine rounder in the majors.
Right.
There's no routine play in my eyes, play-by-play wise, in the majors. Nothing routine about that at all. Any number of things could have happened. He could have dropped the ball, and could have come in short, might have misjudged it. A lot of things could have happened that you didn't take into consideration.
Well, I would have had to had they happened.
Well, tipped out the plate, and it's 0-2. Bosch batting now. Cabrera waiting on deck. Tigers trying to add on to their 5-3 advantage here in the 9th. Grounded up the middle of Vilas. Will pick and throw from the outfield grass, and it is just in time. Nice rangy play by Micah Vilas. 2 down.
Now, Vilas really shows nice range going to his left. Covers an awful lot of ground. That ball looked like it might be headed for center field, but watch how much ground Vilas covers just to get to this ground ball. Sidearm throw to first base, a sinker to Adrian Gonzalez, but they get the out.
2 down in the 9th inning for Miguel Cabrera. 1 hit tonight and an RBI after a 4-hit night last night. Got an RBI single tonight in the 5th inning, which provided the go-ahead run for the Tigers at the time, and they've added another run since, a Delman Young home run. And it's 5-3. Tigers on top as they bat here in the 9th. The 0-2 is up and away, and it is 1-2. Line down the right field line, and that is a fair ball. Cabrera is on again as he'll take a wide turn at first, and the throw behind him is he gets back to the bag and barely keeps the toe on the bag. It is amazing, though. He is all over the ballpark. He sprays it everywhere.
It really is. And when you watch the location of this breaking ball, it's going to be up and away. He doesn't try to pull it. He'll take it to the opposite field, right inside the foul line. I mean, that's how you hit 340. This guy just, he's unbelievable.
won the batting title last year. Came in tonight's action, hitting at .315 this season so far. And he's got another big bat in behind him as Prince Fielder steps in and takes strike one. Outfield set up straight away for the Red Sox here as they try to keep this a 2-run deficit heading into the bottom of the ninth. Didn't go, says Chris Cuccione. Went that time and is down 1-2.
There's that big breaking the ball again from Hill. A big swing from Prince Fielder. He's looking to make it 2 more quick ones on with that swing.
Fielder with 8 home runs in a Tigers uniform so far this season. And it goes. The pitch inside, and the throw is going to skip into center field, so Cabrera keeps on going. And he goes to third. The throw there is going to get away, but is backed up by Rich Hill. So Cabrera to third base with 2 outs now. It should almost hit Prince Fielder inside.
Well, it's surprise stolen base. Look at Cabrera. He's no more than about 2 feet off the bag. And as soon as Hill picked up his foot, he took off. Picks up his 3rd steal of the season. Rich Hill backing up that play at third base, saving a run.
So a stolen base and a second error charged to Saltalamacchia tonight. It's the second time this season that Saltalamacchia has committed 2 errors in a game. Count of 2-2 to Fielder. And he hits a fly ball out towards right center field. On the run is Sweeney. He will not catch it. Off the tip of the glove, it heads out into the triangle. A run in as Fielder makes his way to third base. And he will get there standing. An RBI triple, and Fielder upset that he didn't come all the way around with the inside the park home run. But a triple gets the job done and gives the Tigers a 6-3 lead.
A great effort by Ryan Sweeney in right field. Just could not get to it. That breaking ball stays inside. Fielder, pretty solid contact out toward the Red Sox bullpen. There's the dive. Can't quite come up with it. Once it rolls back to the wall, Fielder's actually thinking about an inside the park home run. But they hold him up at third base.
Well, his last triple coming in April of last year. He's at third now with 2 down in the inning, and Delman Young, who homered in the 8th. There's strike 1. Young had a single in the second inning. Grounded into a fielder's choice, grounded into a double play for getting his 4th home run of the year. Sliced foul to the end of the Red Sox dugout. Look out. Bloop foul in behind the Red Sox dugout. Still 0-2 to Young. Gerald Laird waiting on deck. Tigers batting here in the 9th. Fouled off to the right and out of play. Delman Young, of course, his brother Dimitri played with the Detroit Tigers, among other teams. The 0-2. He is outside, 1-2. His brother Dimitri playing with the Cardinals, the Reds, the Tigers from 2002 through 2006. Washington Nationals 07 and 08. Last time Dimitri appeared in the major leagues. Meanwhile, Delman started with the Tampa Bay Rays. 2 years with the Rays, 3 in Minnesota, and now his second season in Detroit. First full season now with the Tigers, coming over last year. And as we mentioned a couple times during the series, had a huge postseason last year for the Tigers. 1-2 pitch to Delman Young. Lined, and it's into right field. Base hit. This will score a fielder from third, and the Tigers take a 7-3 lead. A couple of runs here in the 9th inning.
Now Delman Young's had a real nice night. 3 hits in the ball game, including the home run back in the 8th inning. Puts a good battle on Hill. Gets that fastball inside out swing. Line drive base hit to the opposite field. And another run for the Tigers.
Atchison warming in the pen right now for the Red Sox. As Bob McClure heads out to talk to Rich Hill, giving up 2 runs for the first time in a game this season. And Prince Fielder with a triple and a run scored in this inning. Tigers coming up with a run in the 8th, 2 here in the 9th, and have a 7-3 lead now. Home plate umpire Tim Sheeta headed out to break up the conference. Gerald Laird came into the game in the 4th inning, replacing Alex Avila. He's got his 4th plate appearance of the night, 1 for 3. Avila hurt on a foul tip that jarred his mask and got the bridge of his nose. Had to leave the game and was tested for concussion-like symptoms, but did not have any. So fortunately, he is okay. But Laird took over the catching duties and bats here with 2 outs and a runner on. Strike over the inside corner, and it's 1-2. Chopped down the third baseline. Youkilis on the run. His throw is in time. And the Tigers had 2 runs at the top of the 9th. Valverde to be coming in. It's a non-save situation now, but a 7-3 Tigers lead. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, Kia Motors, Sullivan Tire, and by Travel Michigan. Bottom of the ninth inning at Fenway Park. Red Sox have work to do, trailing by 4 runs. It's 7-3 now, thanks to a late flurry by the Tigers, running the 8th and 2 in the ninth inning. The end of the game for the Tigers, their closer, Jose Valverde. Non-save situation, but his 21st appearance, 2-1. 4.66 ERA, 9 out of 11 in save opportunities. Those blown saves against the Red Sox. 17 strikeouts, 13 walks. And opponents hitting at .257 against Valverde. Ryan Sweeney leading it off. 1-for-3 in the game, a single in the second inning. Valverde tied for 8th in the American League, 9 saves. He had the blown save back on opening day against the Red Sox. Snapped a streak of 51 consecutive saves converted, dating back to 2010. And last year converted all 49 of his save opportunities. He goes through quite a regiment before coming in. Like all of us, we have our routines, Jerry, but he has his own.
Yes, he does. He spits to the left, to the right, to the middle, and then a little skip, hop, and jump.
And off he goes.
And here he comes.
He can hold a lot of water in his mouth. That was impressive.
Well, he takes a whole drink of a bottle of water before he comes in.
Swing and a miss. Late in the cut with Sweeney. 2-1 the count. It's amazing, though. Last year, 49 out of 49. And only the 3rd pitcher in Major League history to be perfect in all of his save chances during a single season while posting 40 or more saves. That'll just miss. 3-1.
And not by very much. Looked like it might have got the outside corner. We'll take a look at the Amica pitch zone. Very close.
Nick Avila's waiting on deck. And Nick Punto scheduled to bat in the inning. On the ground is short. Peralta will fire and get it there in plenty of time. 1 down. Red Sox have not been able to muster much since the 3rd inning, really, when they got their last run.
Now, Scherzer got tough after that. He settled down into the game very nicely, and the bullpen has done a good job for the Tigers tonight, holding the Red Sox to the 3 runs.
They've had 1 hit since the 3rd inning and only 2 base runners. The infield hit by Avilas in the 4th, a walk in the 7th inning by Punto. That's been it. Scherzer ends up going 6+, 7 hits, 3 runs. He walked 2 and struck out 6. 1 out in the 9th. Avilas waiting on a 1-0 pitch. Fly ball out to shallow right field. Bosch makes the catch, and the Red Sox are down to their last out. Nick Punto coming up. Punto struck out in the 2nd and a sac bunt in the 4th. Walked in the 7th inning. Don't forget, coming up immediately after the game, stay with us for WB Mason Red Sox Extra Innings Live. So all the post-game coverage you'll need right here on NESN. 2 outs in the ninth, 8 in a row. Retired by Tigers pitching. Jose Valverde with 2 outs in the ninth inning right now. Fly ball out to deep left center field. Berry going back onto the warning track to make the catch that ends the ball game. So the Tigers salvage the final game of this 4-game series, and the Red Sox 3-game winning streak comes to an end here tonight as the Tigers win it 7-3. And Jerry, the Red Sox tonight having this winning streak come to an end, and big series really for Miguel Cabrera.
Huge series from Miguel Cabrera, one of the best hitters, if not the best hitter in the game of baseball. And this reminded me a little bit more of the Tigers that we saw early in the season, getting good offense, getting good pitching. Scherzer tonight got stronger, I thought, as the game went on. Their bullpen did an excellent job, and they just outplayed the Red Sox in this game to take the one game in this 4-game series.
Final score is 7-3. The Tigers beat the Red Sox with Jerry Remy and Jenny Dell. I'm Don Orsillo saying goodnight from Fenway Park. Join us again tomorrow night from the Rogers Center as the Red Sox open up a 3-game series with the Jays. Pitching matchup will be Clay Buchholz and Henderson Alvarez. This has been a presentation of NESN, New England's most watched sports network. Time now for Tom Caron in our NESN HD Television Center.